Hello again, guys. This is Dan with Arcade Funcade. Today we're going to be showing you an Ultracade. We're going to show you a couple of features that it shows and a couple of ways that it can be played, and kind of just explain some of the ideas behind the Ultracade here. So a couple people have been asking, they've been calling up asking about how you go about playing an Ultracade. I guess it kind of throws them off with the idea of having three sides and one screen. They're expecting to see two screens, and what we're kind of going to go over today is how it is that you can play an Ultracade in the simplest form, and where you can switch back and forth if you're just playing alone or with a friend or a couple friends. So we're going to start out with the idea of playing just your side-scrolling games. We currently have a larger game board here with a lot of games, and it has the Metal Slug showing here. So let's say you're going to play games like Super Mario Brothers, Mortal Kombat, games like that are side-scrolling games. So what we do with that guy, what we do then is we set it up to where it plays this way, so you can play two people side by side. Now we went ahead and left the door open here, so we're going to show you how to switch back and forth. Right now we have two different ways of switching. We usually have a remote control, and we can switch from VGA to HDMI. And we also have a different system to where we have HDMI everything inside here has HDMI leading up to the monitor, and we have this little black box here. And yeah, I guess we have our own little version of a black box. So that this left button here, you push it in, and it'll show you'll have one monitor showing, which is going to be one of the larger game boards, and then we're going to be able to play. We're going to be pushing in this guy, so you're going to see that it's pushed in there. We're going to come up, so the screen went dark and it flipped over, so now you can play vertical. So you can play on a vertical screen here, so that's pretty neat. We do relocate those little black boxes. Sometimes we set them up underneath the control panels. We put them on those side walls, depending on where you guys want them, but we usually put them inside the machine and kind of allow you guys to put them wherever you want. It's an easy access. We have a little key for the door. It just opens up and easy to access, so that's pretty awesome. Now, the other idea is once you're playing here, so this is the way we can play head-to-head. You play full screen, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Galaga, all those games. So what's neat about that is that if you have a party, so if you're, okay, let's go back. If you're playing by yourself, you can play side by side. You can play the Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters, and it's awesome. That way you can just sit side by side and play. But if you want to jump over and you want to just play a Donkey Kong game full screen, you can sit here. But then again, there's more scenarios, I guess. If you have a party, you have a bunch of kids or a bunch of adults that want to play, which sometimes act like kids, then you have the other option. The other option is that we have an HDMI out wire kit that you can hook up to the HDMI kit right there. Just unplug the HDMI. Down below, there's a little wire here. You just unplug. It says HDMI. You unplug this guy, and we have a 20-foot HDMI wire that we provide with every machine. And what you would do is you plug it in and you just run it through the floor. There's a hole down below. You run it through and back towards a wall-mounted TV. So what that then does is that it allows you to play 4 people at the same time on this system. So that's really cool. You can play head-to-head, have 2 people playing head-to-head, or 1, whatever you like. And then the people that are sitting on this side could literally play on a wall-mounted TV up on, in their living room, in a game room, in their basement or garage, wherever you have your an extra screen, or wherever your game room is. So you could then use this control panel to play on another separate TV. But if you want to just jump back, again, if you're playing alone, you can just switch it back and see the image here again. So that's really cool. But yeah, if you have a party, sometimes people want to have, they want to take advantage of their big screens and their surround sound systems. There's a lot of people out there that do a lot of, and I'm talking to you guys, people that have these awesome setups with big screens, awesome sound surround systems, and sometimes a couple of theater rooms. If you have a theater room, you can still do that as well. You can hook this thing up to a projector, so you could do a lot of different things. Whatever has an HDMI input can take this signal, so that's pretty awesome. Well, the other cool part about it is that I'm mentioning the sound system, the surround sound at home. You can actually take full advantage of that because of the fact that you have the HDMI cord has the audio traveling from the machine to the monitor. So you're not stuck just listening to the sound that's on the machine here. You can now have full control of the system with your TV remote control and or your sound system remote control. So that's really cool. You will still have to sit down here and play with these controls, but you can still go ahead and play on a wall-mounted TV. So that's really awesome. So there's a couple questions here and there that people ask about functionability, what size game boards we have. And what we usually have is we have 16-1s, 4 12-1s, so you can play vertical, so you can play head-to-head. And we have for the side mount control panel here. A lot of people ask us about trackballs. The only system that we currently have that has a trackball is a 55,001 game board. Now it's a huge jump from some of the games that we have now. We have again, for the horizontal side, we have 621 1001s and 1301 game boards, and then it jumps from that to the 55,001. The 55,001 is a large game board. People ask, and sometimes they tell us it's overkill. We talk about it and you kind of figure out the pros about it. It's just crazy. You pretty much have a game list that has every old school classic game you could possibly imagine, and that mattered, and that you actually were looking for. Sometimes there's games that are missing on some of the large boards that are the 600s or the 1001s. That you'd want to be you'd find in there, but they're not always in the big boards and the smaller boards. You got to go to the big 55,001 boards to use that. And again, functionability is another thing. I don't even know if that's a word, but whatever, we're going to use it. The 55,001 has a trackball that we can put it smack dab in the middle. We could add spinners. We could do so many more things with a bigger, larger system. That's why we kind of jumped to it, because it's a PC. We're able to do so much more with it. And it also has a kind of a bonus package where we have every console ever made, from Atari to PlayStation 2, everything in between it, handhelds, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. It has everything you could possibly imagine. Sega Genesis. It has the Nintendo Famicom, the Super Famicom that only came out in Japan. So there's a lot of cool systems. TurboGrafx 16, that was always a childhood favorite of mine. Splatterhouse, awesome game, love that game. But so these guys, so the Ultracade, it has a lot of different options. Again, you could customize it to whatever you like. We are a custom shop, so we don't just kind of make a machine and say, here it is, this is all we have. We pretty much make these machines, and we could add any game board you're looking for, depending on what game system or game you're looking for. If you're looking for a particular game, we could help you out. And also, we also work with your budget. So if you have, that's what kind of helps us out with the whole idea of customizing and building a specific game. Now, customizing sounds that usually throws people off and says, oh my God, it's going to be crazy. It's going to cost me a lot of money. And it's not entirely true, because of the fact that we can then, like we were talking about before, that we have preloaded boards. So we don't have to go through all the programming. We just kind of find what we need to fit your needs. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Number here is going to be 402-641-4482. The website, arcadefuncade.net. You can check us out there. There's a lot of information on there. And again, you guys feel free to give us a call. Text us at 402-641-4482. And my name's Dan. And again, the whole idea, you could call us anytime. We hardly ever close, or just text us, call us. We pretty much have 24-hour tech support. All of our machines have a 2-year warranty. And it's kind of crazy. We have a warranty that's set up that no one else out there has. We have machines that are that are at hotels, bars, resorts, restaurants, residences. I mean, they're everywhere. So these guys, we usually give out a 2-year warranty. We've been selling machines for a couple of years now, and I've been noticing that some of the machines that we've been selling to all the hotels and that from like 7 years ago or so, they're still up and running. Never had a problem. I think the only issues we've ever had really callbacks from is that people steal the ball tops or the buttons. Sometimes a wire slips off of a terminal of a button. Very rare that happens. So these things are built with a lot of love. These things are built because of the fact that we've always wanted to do this, and it's awesome to be able to be having this job, to be able to do what we love. And it really is a labor of love for us, and we really hope you guys enjoy our machines. For those of you that have purchased a machine from us, you guys know what we're talking about. There's a lot of levels of different quality within our machines, and we go above and beyond whatever we possibly can to make things right, make things and get you guys going in the right path. We always like to show you guys what the amount of options that we have. So we never like to let you guys leave you guys out of the loop, out of the circle of what we can do. There's so many options that we want to be able to, again, sometimes it sounds like we're rambling, but there's so many things going on that we want to be able to show you guys every option before you guys choose. And then, we don't want you guys coming back saying, dude, why didn't you guys tell us about this? So that's one of the main ideas behind these videos, to kind of give you a little insight about what happens, what we do. And again, we want to have you guys fully informed about what you're getting and how the systems work before you buy anything. That way, when you receive your machine, it's exactly what you want. That's our main goal. There's so much going on. So back to the warranty. I wanted to tell you guys about the warranty here. We have a 2-year warranty. What we've been doing with customers, and this is pretty badass, but we've had customers buy machines. They have a game board give out or a power supply. Sometimes it's not a workmanship thing. It's a device thing. Sometimes people drop their machines. We've had people call us and say, hey, you know what? I was taking my machine down from the first floor to the basement. We dropped it. Last 3 steps we missed. Thing kind of slid down and now it's not working. So what we do is we kind of replace some parts here and there. So we kind of help them out. We try to do whatever we can to keep our machines alive and running. Again, this is a labor of love. We do this because we love arcades. Is what we do every day. So it's something else. We're not weekend warriors. So that's kind of cool. So a lot of the ideas behind this is that we're able to with the warranty idea is that what we like to do is if we have any issues. If you definitely genuinely have any issues where something burns out, a monitor, game board, power supply, HDMI kit, whatever you have, joysticks, buttons, whatever could possibly mess up, we literally repair it. We repair the machine. We don't repair the machine. We call you guys and ask you guys to send us the part, or we send you the part and we kind of go over it, see what's going on with it. At times we find that the part is not faulty and it's something else. So it's kind of cool for us to diagnose. These machines were designed with you as a customer in mind. So the idea behind it is to where anything in these machines could be completely changed out within 5 to 10 minutes. That's the main idea. That was the main goal. We designed and re-engineered the system to where it's easily repairable. Anybody that could hold a screwdriver in their hand could literally change out any part in this guy within a couple minutes. And power supplies, game boards, all that stuff could be changed out super easy. We do have little screws here and there, so you could take off control panels if you ever need to change out or change button colors and things like that. People have been known to do that. They add little LED bars underneath them. We've seen people do all kinds of cool stuff. So they customize them, or we do a lot for them. Now, one thing we've been doing lately is that we've been taking the game boards. If a game board burns out or something happens, again, you have a 2-year warranty. What's neat about that is if you're about 1.5 years in, let's say you're like a week before your 2 years come up, and you call us up, say, hey man, we had a problem, something messed up. We whatever parts that we replace on your machine, we literally send it out. You get a new part. You install it. As soon as we know that it's working again, we then literally reinstate your 2-year warranty. For another 2 years on your entire machine, not just that part, but the entire machine. Who does that? We do. That's the idea, and that's kind of a testament for us to kind of show you guys what we're about and how far back we back up our machines, and the functionality and the quality and grade of our machines is just heavy duty. So we stand behind them because we know what we built. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to call us. The phone number is 402-641-4042. And I hope this video has been informative. I haven't been really walking around much, but I've kind of been showing you a little bit of the gameplay. One thing we can, you could look us up on arcadefuncade.net. That's right. The one thing people ask us about all the time is, and videos that have been shown a lot, is that the monitors are kind of funny. The monitors monitors on other machines are really funny. They get like pitch black as you go down. So we wanted to show you guys what our monitors can do as you're playing and you sit down. I have this little stool here. Oh, that's right. We carry stools. So if you guys are looking for stools, we have little black stools, red stools, and they go up and down. They have a 24-inch height and they go down to 14 inches. So that's pretty cool. They roll around pretty easy and they're kind of nice. They're on the cheaper side. They're about $55 a piece. So if you guys are looking for something like that for your arcades, let us know. We have the functionality of the look of the monitor here. It's really cool. We can actually see the monitor even if you're sitting down almost flat. So it's kind of neat. You could see everything, and it's almost like as if you see the imaging dancing on the glass itself. So it's pretty cool. And we also have a 1/4 inch glass. A lot of people ask, do you guys have glass or is it plexiglass? I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what happens at times. I have, here's a tube monitor, CRT monitor, to get off subject too far, but we have a little CRT monitor here that broke. The back end of it broke. So we've been seeing a lot of cocktail tables that have been coming in, and you can see there's a little hole there. So the super gun, the back neck of the board is right here. This is, back neck of the monitor is right here, and this guy is supposed to be mounted on the back side right here. So those guys break. Sometimes people drop them too fast, and the whole entire back end of those monitors break off. And we don't carry those. We don't never install those CRT monitors any longer in our machines. It's been about 7 years since we last did that. We now do LEDs, and there's a reason for it. It makes your machines lighter, easier to maneuver. If you have to lay them down and get them through a hallway, a doorway, or whatever, you can do that. I'm going to show you guys what we have here with a little difference. And it's kind of crappy to show you guys. It's a good and bad, but it's one of those deals. The competition's not going to like it. The idea behind our top glass and our graphics, we actually have real vinyl graphics. So I have a couple here I'm going to show you guys. We have some, and it's pretty darn thick. I mean, the material's pretty darn thick, and it's completely waterproof. I mean, you could rub the hell out of it, nothing happens. It has a nice sharp image. I got fingerprints on it. That's as bad as it gets, pretty much. You could drop water in it, soda. Not that we recommend it. Water, soda, wine, antifreeze, whatever you could possibly throw at this guy. And as long as you pick up the glass and wipe it down, you're golden. But as long as the glass is up top, if you have any water spillage or anything, it'll just spill off the edge. Now, the control panels, both sides, all three sides actually, were designed with that in mind. So if you have a spill and you have a constant slow drip going down, these guys are sealed, so there's no water getting into these fellas. The control panel it's also waterproof. But what's really important is a slant. A lot of machines don't have this. They're usually flat or they're wood, and they're going to swell up and they're going to get really bad. These guys are made out of metal, so they're heavy duty. They're not going to bend. You can't even squish them in. That's a good thing for you guys to see. I'm going to show you a control panel that we took off another machine, off of a competitor's machine. And what we have here is the little buttons, and what we have we have this little slant here that allows for the water to go through down and not soak back into the machine. So we have about maybe a 1 inch, 1.25 inch drop. Actually, maybe it's a little more than that, about an 1.5 inch drop from the top of the control panel. So we have quite a bit of a slant here. So that way it'll allow for any spills to just go away. Same with this guy. This guy's a little bit tilted a little bit more, so that's kind of cool. And same with the other side. It's completely tilted out, and it kind of has more of a ergonomic feel to it. So a lot of people, this is going to be a long video. We have this this feel when you're playing a machine. You notice, and we always explain this to people, but they never really get to see it. You have a straight arm. You don't want to be playing. When you have your hand up, you don't want to be playing and having your wrist bent on a flat surface playing. Usually you're sitting a little lower than this controller itself, and your wrist kind of gets tired. If you have more of a slanted finish, you can keep your wrist straight and move your joystick left to right, and you have a nice. You can actually play for longer without getting cramps or having your wrists get hard. And so that's the idea. So getting back to the top here, the competitors, they have a plexiglass, and you can kind of see these guys are just kind of nuts. They have a graphic top. A lot of people ask us about the top, whether it's plexiglass or glass, and you can see there's a lot of scratches. This is only a 3-4-year-old machine. It was at a YMCA or some area like that, and somebody put these graphics on. But anyway, we wanted to show you guys what happens when you go with plexiglass, or you go with a lesser machine at times. You have the graphics are just, they fold up, and you can see here how they get how they get all gummy and bent up. You have some spillage here, some soda or something that was going on there. So it's crazy. So yeah, we just wanted to show you guys what we have. If you guys have any questions about our machines or any ideas, let me know. Again, we do customizations. Give us a call at 402-641-4042. And or you can look us up on arcadefuncade.net. And it's been a hell of a long time of a video. It's 20 minutes now. And I'm glad you guys stuck with us and watched the whole video through. If you have any questions, again, give us a call anytime. We'll be doing some follow-up videos soon. And we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you again for watching. This is Dan Booney with Arcade Funcade. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.